Well, I see. The colours up my hoppy, I'm on my tail.
I've got a needy dog by my side.
What you got there?
Tomato soup and some toast.
Decent?
Nice.
We'll beat the Mountain Constable
Oh, nice.
for dinner.
Never been there.
Was there many in Bruce?
We were sat outside, but it was very busy inside, yeah.
Oh
Yes,
yeah,
nice
you're allowed
room.
inside now, aren't you?
Yeah.
Have you seen the news tonight?
No, what?
No.
It's just they're starting to restrict people going to Portugal.
I know. They've got quarantine.
You've got to quarantine if you go to Portugal now.
France and
That's
Spain.
fair enough. I think
So-
it's too early anyway.
I've cancelled my holidays.
Alright. I'm not interested in going anywhere until the economy completely opens up. Be next year before I think about going anywhere like that, like abroad.
Yeah.
There's a lot of people like that, Michael. We are all the same.
Yeah.
Yeah.
They're just saying if they don't get the jamming everybody around the world, you're going to get more and more mutations that our job doesn't cover.
Call it the Indian Federation.
No, it's what it is.
If you go through seeing Delaval, they're going to put you in quarantine evidently.
Well, you could get murdered in Cromlin.
Oh, aye. Huh?
Yeah, you can and also.
I was only on my first song.
No.
Alex has had an interesting mutation.
Brian, did you ever sing in the Fat Ox?
I tried to, but the throw was out.
No, seriously. I was talking to somebody who used to own the Fat Ox.
Oh, the one at Hollywood Village.
Yeah, you used to sing in there, didn't you?
I did, yes, funny enough.
Nice.
Yeah. Evidently the bloke who owned it committed suicide.
Well, I don't know what to say to that. I hadn't realised it was. I've got nothing to say.
It was shortly after you played it was, Brian.
Aye.
It was possibly during.
I'm trying to think what it was about 1952, I think.
No, it was 1961. I've got it on your tape.
All right. Aye, well, I'm not very good at dates.
Right, you on.
Well, we'll hope to see Danny at some point tonight as well. But
I'll be good.
we'll crack on until that happens.
Have you managed to catch up with them lately?
Just messages. I don't know where my phone is actually. Just messages. I got him. Sent him a couple of messages the other day. He'd been through Wales looking for camping sites on his day off.
Right.
But I'm not sure when because he's very vague on his messages. I'm not sure when his test is for his abseiling, but he's been doing all sorts of other things like it. So he's really enjoying himself down there.
That's great, that.
He looks it, man, doesn't he?
Doesn't
He was complaining, Brian, that he wasn't getting enough food into him. Then he started working in the kitchens. He's got to know the girls in the kitchen. So now he gets extra helpings.
Yeah, but is that true as well?
He gets nice food as well.
Yeah, he gets food as well. Yeah. Yeah, that's right.
Trust Francis to be saucy.
That was Brian, I think.
It's an age. Come on, he's a young lad. Come on.
That's exactly right.
We're all jealous.
Right then.
So Alex, where's our Alex? Hey.
Alex hasn't said a thing. Alex, you say something like, what are you going to play?
That's the thing. I'm trying to decide what to play. That's why I haven't talked.
What you gonna play when the bullshit runs out?
Exactly.
What you gonna play,
Well,
Dad?
I think he's going to do Silence is Golden.
Right?
Yeah.
Right. And who made that? Who had a hit record with that?
Simon and Garfunkel.
No, it didn't, you lying bugger.
Yeah.
Who was it, David?
Yeah.
High voices, high voices.
They had quite a few hits.
Can't think of it.
No,
The New Seekers.
no, it wasn't them.
Yeah.
Wasn't them manners.
Some high voices anyway.
Was a British group.
Yeah.
Called
That sounds all right.
sounds
Nice tune.
Was it the Tremolos or something?
Yeah, yes, you've got it. It was the Tremolo. Well done. It'll be
Ryan
Ryan Poole and the Tremolos.
the Tremolos. No.
After Brian, just the Tremolos.
Was it?
Yeah.
I think he's
I think Alex is trying to tell us something.
That was straight through me heart.
I mean, and Alex.
he's trying to
that one called Faster by any chance?
Tremendous.
I was wondering he was finished there.
Brilliant.
Actually, I don't know if anybody else can see this, but the picture I was looking at was Alex playing without a head, and Fiona's head. It was
Brilliant.
spot on. Aye.
Everyone's pictures in a different order, so you're looking.
All the time she was playing, her expression never changed.
Brilliant. I like that.
Hey, no, it was good.
Yeah.
Alex, you're obviously getting some good practice in there, lad. It's shown.
I remember
Yeah,
that.
brilliant.
That one.
They're playing really well.
Brilliant.
Yeah.
Sounding brilliant.
Excellent, Alex.
I'm struggling to find a pleck. Keep talking. Talking, Sean.
Right, okay.
There you go.
Give me a fleck, give me a fleck.
David, have you been participating with your band this week?
No, often there was a mandolin thing, but that was all this week.
Did you learn anything new at the mandolin thing, or were you just going over stuff you'd already done?
It was all new stuff, but it's like sort of folky sort of stuff, not sort of stuff I normally play, but everything we're doing there is something new as far as I'm concerned. Like, you know.
Well, every week you've got to learn new stuff.
Yeah, well, I don't really learn it. I just
Blag
you
it.
know.
David, how many keys can you play on the mandolin?
Any key, I suppose.
B flat.
Oh, yeah. There's the easy chords like the D, G, and C.
And C.
Yeah, they're them.
Well, I've learned a few chords, but
Yeah.
I look at a lot of them and I think, how the hell do you get your fingers around that?
Yeah.
Yeah.
You need long fingers.
I think so.
So, Michael, have you got anything new for us tonight? You want to play some more stuff or what?
Old shit, I'm afraid. I've had a really busy week and I've just been out for. I've just literally got in from a bike ride as well to come to this live jam. So I'm afraid nothing whatsoever new from me.
That goes the same for me. We've just coming up a bike ride.
Well, I was about to tell you that I haven't picked up the guitar since last week, and I'm probably better now.
Yeah.
I can't find a proper plex for this one. Oh, hold on a second. Let's have a look. You can look a hurricane right in the eye. 1,200 people dead or left to die. Follow the leaders, whereas an eye for an eye we'd all be blind. Death or murder, this I'm sure, in this uncertain time. Come pull a sheet over my eyes so I can sleep tonight, despite what I've seen today. I found you guilty of a crime, of sleeping any time when you should have been wide awake. Down on the road the world is floating by, the poor and undefended left behind. Well, you're somewhere trading lives for oil, as if the whole world were blind. So come pull a sheet over my eyes so I can sleep tonight, despite what I've seen today. of a crime for sleeping at a time when you should have been wide awake. I find you guilty of a crime, this now I know. So come pull a sheet over my eyes so I can sleep tonight, despite what I've seen today. I found you guilty of a crime of sleeping at a time when you should have been wide awake. Wide awake, wide awake, wide awake, wide awake.
Well done, sir.
Very nicely balanced, that was.
It's very little no interference.
That was excellent.
Yeah.
It should be on his latest EP.
Are they? Are they still making EPs, are they?
Open persons.
Frequent P, that's you and me, Bruce.
No, well, it says EP stands for elderly persons.
Well, that's true. But the other thing, I had a very funny story to tell you about that, but fortunately I've forgotten it entirely.
Oh,
No, we've been on the graveyards again.
Oh, bloody hell.
Did you come up with any new ones? Anyway, David's ready, I can tell.
Oh,
Go ahead.
David,
I'm still practicing, man.
he's practicing. He might be away, he's still practicing. All right, David, get on with it, lad.
I'm not sure if you'll know this one. I don't have to do it at Buskers now. He had white horses and ladies by the score, all dressed in satin and waiting by the door. Ooh, what a lucky man he was. What a lucky man he was. White lace and feathers made up his bed. Gold covered mattress on which he was led. Ooh, what a lucky man he was. What a lucky man he was. He went to fight wars for his country and king, for his honor and his glory. The people would sing. What a lucky man he was. What a lucky man he was. The bullets had found him, and blood ran as he cried. No money could save him, so he lay down and he died. Oh, what a lucky man he was. You're a lucky man. He was. That's it.
Yes.
Never heard that one before,
Neither
David.
have I. Who is it?
Whoa, nor have I.
Emerson, Lake and Plummer.
Yeah, I love
All
that.
right.
Very sort of funky bass heavy band, don't they?
Well, Brian's never heard of them either.
Emerson,
I,
Lake and Palmer.
I knew two of them. I met them on a building site.
If you listen to the original record, it's just acoustic and bass and stuff.
Yeah.
Quite
Oh.
simple to start with. And then towards the end, there's a Moog synthesizer comes in, and it's a classic example of, early synthesizer, because it's going back a few years ago.
Yeah.
Yeah. Was it complicated to play there, David?
Huh?
Was it complicated to play?
That's only 4 chords, I think. So
As
you,
many as
Nice song.
so you were doing 3. You were doing 3.
Brian,
Only 4 chords? My God.
It is not like a flag, does he? Bloody hell. Hey, lad. Right then.
Well, you're getting set up. Don't start playing yet. Give us a minute.
Right, you got the bog leg.
Yeah. Well, maybe.
Alright. Right, talk amongst yourselves. If you get a chance,
It's 1 second.
David, he's still there, son, or he'll gone as well. Anybody else want to leave the room?
I'm going now.
I get them cups rinsed. Just in the respect that they've put some
So,
water
Bruce,
they're on here.
you complain about being cold, so it's cold in your house as well.
I want to put the radiators on.
He's just telling us how to wash the cups, Brian.
I didn't know he knew how.
Well, apparently he does, and I don't.
Well, I've got to take a play next door now that everybody's gone.
One eye, he has David back.
Well, I didn't get a chance to play this one last week. I'm just warming up, David.
There he is.
You sing it when we're waiting for Mike, otherwise he's gone. Anyway, there if you get a chance, go onto YouTube and listen to Brian Ferry sing this one. He's playing with his orchestra band somewhere in France. Brian Ferry playing this one. Like a hurricane. Yeah, it's like a hurricane. Hey, listen, and have a look at the lass who plays the, not the banjo, the saxophone, or whatever the instrument is. Absolutely, the whole thing's brilliant.
The saxophone. Have a listen to the lass who plays the saxophone or whatever the instrument is.
Right, order please. Once I know I saw you, living cloud and you are dancing the light from star to star. From the world before me, I know that you are. I saw you run and stood and watched the fire. You are like a hurricane that's gone in your eyes, and it's blown away. Someone say the wind and stay. Wanna love you, but I'm getting blown away, blown away, blown away.
You are like a hurricane that's gone in your eyes. And time it's blown away. So much people when you stay. Wanna love you, but I'm getting blown away. Blown away. I am loving you, but you are gone. You could have been anyone. Oh, that moment you touched my lips, that perfect first time just slipped away between us and I'll never forget. You are like a hurricane that's come in your eyes and now blown away. Some people when you stay. Wanna love you, but I'm getting blown away. Blown away.
Yes, brilliant. How you doing, son?
Alright, I've probably got only enough time for one round.
One hour then.
Right, okay. You may as well crack on then if you got a song ready.
I'll
More than Bonnie,
2
lad.
seconds.
No bother. Dan, have you done your abseiling yet?
Sorry?
Have you done your abseiling yet?
Nah.
He looks like he's doing it now.
Does? Not yet, eh?
It's tomorrow.
All right, okay. Let's know how it goes.
Yeah.
It's all technical stuff.
2 seconds.
He's just about with it now.
Right now.
Keep on losing time.
Just
I've got like 3 already. One is
Bonnie,
good.
lad.
Sounds good.
On a dark desert highway, cool winds in my hair, warm smell of eucalyptus rising up through the air. Up ahead in the distance, I saw a shimmering light. My head grew heavy and my sight grew dim. I had to stop for the night. Then she stood in the doorway. I heard the mission bell. And I was thinking to myself, this could be heaven and this could be hell. But you lit up the candle and you showed me the way. There were voices down the corridor. I thought I heard them say, welcome to the Hotel California. Such a lovely place, such a lovely place, such a lovely place. There's plenty of room in the Hotel California. What a nice surprise, bring your alibis. My mind is Tiffany twisted. She got the Mercedes Benz. She got a lot of pretty boys that she calls friends. How they dance in the culture, sweet summer sweat. Some dance to remember, some dance to forget. So I called up the captain, please bring me my wine, he said. We haven't had that spirit here since 1969. And still voices are calling from far away. Wake you up in the middle of the night just to hear him say, welcome to the Hotel California. Such a lovely place. Such a lovely place. Living it up in the Hotel California. Any time of year you can find it here. Mirrors on the ceiling, pink champagne on ice, and she said, we are all just prisoners here of our own device. And in the master's chambers, they all gather for the feast. Try to stab him with their stealing knives, but they just can't kill the beast. Last thing I remember, I was running for the door. I had to find a passage back to the place I was before. Relax at the night, man, we are programmed to receive. You can check out anytime you like, but you can never leave.
Hey,
Right.
spot on.
Well done.
Well done, son.
Yes.
Absolutely brilliant, son. Excellent.
Danny, do you want to do another one straight away when we got some power left?
No, I want to hear you play.
Right.
Well, did you want to hear me play again? Or did you want to hear one of them?
Well, Danny, you should only be warned it's me next.
Yeah.
Dan, it might, your phone's feeding back a bit. Might be worth muting when someone else is playing. Might help.
Yeah.
Go on then,
Right,
Brian.
Brian? Right,
Well, I
Brian?
was interested in them little birds Danny fetches on with them, you know. I've got a bag of corn here for them.
Yeah, full of coke.
He's full of shit.
Well, mate, I know a song, and that's the title, Full of Shit, but I'm saving it for another week. In fact, I'm full of it.
We're getting a silent tour of Danny's room at the same time.
Well, this is another one from the 40s or 50s or something like that. It's down to a guy called Lonnie Donegan. Sweet 16 goes to church just to see. Laughs and screams and giggles at every little noise. Turns his head a little, turns his head a while. but we know we all need putting on the style. Yes, putting on the agony, putting on the style. That's what all the young folks are doing all the while. As I look around me, boys, I sometimes have to smile. Seeing all the young folks putting on the style. Young man in the hot rod car, driving like his man. With a pair of yellow gloves, he wore a trouble hat. He makes him call so loudly to see his girlfriend smile. But he knows he's only putting on the style. Yeah, putting on the agony, putting on the style. That's what all the young folks is doing all the while. As I look around me, boys, I sometimes have to smile. Seeing all the young folks putting on the style. Preacher in the movement, God with all his might. Sing glory, hallelujah, but the folks holding us tight. You might think it's Satan, boy, coming down the aisle. Don't be a preacher, boy, putting on the style. Putting on the agony, putting on the style. That's what all the young folks are doing all the while. As I look around me, boys, I sometimes have to smile. Seeing all the young folks putting on the style. Thank you.
Yeah.
Was that Brian? Was that called putting on the agony?
I didn't think you realised you remembered it, Bruce. I thought it was one you'd written earlier. Although that might have been the one about shit that Michael was talking about.
There's no need to be rude. Alex, come on, son. Get yourself in the gear here.
Get quiet one.
Nice and quiet one, son.
Alex's next song is called Satan's Ring
Looks
Piece.
like a nice quiet one coming.
What's this song going to be about, Alex? Is it a love song?
Somebody's going to die then.
It's called Romeo and Juliet Die a Horrible Death.
This was a hell of a focus.
What do you say, Brian?
Oh, no, I'm trying to explain to Fran about Alex where he stands and where Fiona's head is.
Oh, yeah.
In the minute he's headless.
Where am I?
Fiona is bodiless, but if she moves just
If you go this one way, right,
Am
it'll
I?
be straight.
Where am I? Who's above me?
Bruce.
you've got,
And above you, it looks like Brian's sat on the toilet and you're just underneath.
That sounds about right.
Looks about right as well.
Right there, it's the
hey,
same.
Michael, I've just realised where you're sitting. I think you better move.
I think so, I feel raindrops are falling on my head.
Right, Alex, when you ready, mate?
Yeah.
Let's keep talking. We'll know when he's ready because he'll come all out then.
You'll not need the phone for this, Danny. You'll be able to hear it live. Spot
Well
on.
done, well done, Alex and Fiona.
You know what it is,
Alex, I love your vocals there. You sound just like Metallica.
Actually, I don't know how he done that. Alex played with a detached head.
Alex, I love you playing the acoustic guitar, but I have to admit, like, that it sounds a lot better in metal.
Yeah. Yeah.
I love that song.
It's
It's
a
surprising not only did I sing it perfectly, I played 2 guitars, a bass, and drums at once.
Yeah, it's really good. That, like, it comes across. You play really well on the electric guitar.
Yeah, very good song.
And who got the girl in that story there? Who got the girl? I know it's a romantic one.
It was Romeo.
She died. He died again.
I think he had to go back to the film.
Oh, Dan, do you want to go? This will be your natural turn. Do you want to go?
Okay, disposable hero, isn't he?
The disposable hero. Very good.
Hero. The lad got and back at the front.
He's in shock dressing. He's just
How clever is this?
he said he only had a few minutes.
Alright, there we go.
I promised that would be made for his drink, but he's just went to ring his mum, so.
He's me.
Right, what?
Right, I don't even know what I'm playing yet. Let's see.
You've got that many, haven't you?
Brian, your whispering doesn't work on this call. We can hear everything. Your whispering doesn't work on this call.
Red, white, and blue. People shuffling their feet. There's people sleeping in their shoes. There's a warning sign on the road ahead. There's a lot of people saying that you better off dead. Don't feel like Satan, but I am to them. So I try to begin any way I can. Keep my rock in the free world. Keep my rocking in the free world. Keep on rocking in the free world. I'm rocking in the free world. with a baby in her hand. Near an old street light. In a garbage can, in a garbage can. Now she put the kid away, she's gonna get a hit. It's alive, what you done with? There's one more kid that'll never go to school, never get the ball, never get to be cool. Keep on rocking in the free world. 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 We got a pet fucking light for the homeless man, for the homeless man. We got a can, jail, and a machine gun hand. We got the palm stores, we got toilet paper, we got styrofoam boxes for the ozone layer. Got a man of the people that keep them alive. Got people to burn, I got a road to ride. Keep on rocking in the free world. Keep on rocking in the free world. Keep on rocking in the free world. Keep on rocking in the free world.
Yes.
Well done, Danny.
Spot on, son.
That's a good push, guys. Well done, Danny.
Yeah. I don't have any chords up, I'm playing the ones I know.
That'll do. That works
That
well.
was- Yeah, yeah.
Sounded good.
Right, decent.
Hey.
Back your root down, forward. Back your root down.
Joe's not.
I think we've done this joke last week, and then Gary Glitter moved in, and yeah,
How long you had that, Danny?
Like a year or something. If you go on YouTube and type in Jews harp fail, you can see like hundreds of people breaking the teeth on them.
They call it the Joe's harp now, don't they?
It's a Jews harp.
Joe's.
Oh, Joe's hot, yeah. Joe.
see if I can remember this.
Watch me.
What's this then?
What? Is it getting better? Do you feel the same? Will it make it easy on you now? Got someone to blame. You said one love, one life, one need in the night, one love. We get to share it. It leaves you, baby, if you don't care for it. sisters and brothers. One life, but we're not the same. We get to carry each other, carry each other.
Good stuff, Michael.
Nice one, Dad.
Smashing, son. That was lovely.
Great. Excellent.
You're all lying, Dad. It was shit.
Nice one, Danny.
I know it, son.
Danny, I think you should join the diplomatic service.
You should.
You'll get sacked straight away, but you'll have a laugh.
Yeah, it will be funny, wouldn't it?
You know, Danny is just saying the truth hurts.
Oh.
Yeah.
I'm crying all night now.
I be up there all
You're
day.
really,
Dad, what
Michael,
you eating,
you're
by the
really
way?
doing him
What you
up
eating?
well.
I was looking for easy eating.
A dissected potato,
What are you eating?
a jacket potato.
Right, okay.
You must listen to what the baked potato says.
Wait,
Do be good, don't be bad. Thank you, baked potato.
Don't be
Is this one?
So what?
Is this one that? Is the one that David wrote? Is it
The baked potato song, yeah?
No.
Oh, Dave,
What you got up your sleeve?
it's a happy
I
potato.
don't think you can see all the crossing out and stuff on there. So I'm going to try this one, but it's got loads of crossings out and changes and things in it. So.
No fault if it doesn't go well.
Big lad Danny rode away in the sunset-covered sky. The lynching mob had strung up Alex right before his eyes. He didn't know what they both done. Sure as hell would end up hung, or else be a notch on the sheriff's gun. He didn't move on. Gotta get out of here. The sheriff followed Danny's trail from Consett to Somerset. He put a bullet right through poor old Danny's chest that got around, and he wasn't like the rest. He don't let bullet holes through his vest. In fact, he'd do his very best. Don't want any arrest. Don't want to be the guest of the sheriff. The nights were so damn cold he couldn't stand the pace. He looked again for the sheriff's man but couldn't see a trace. Danny found a nice warm place, but the sheriff solved the case. Poked the gun in Danny's face and said, "Look here." The sheriff rode him into town with Danny looking sad. He didn't know about the 6-gun war lad Danny had. Then Danny drew the gun real fast, gave the sheriff one big blast. Now Danny runs the town at last, a legend from the past. Nobody ever messed with the sheriff. I'll give up there. Oh no, there's one last bit.
Oh yeah.
Danny shot the sheriff, but he did not kill the deputy.
Oh, no.
Danny shot the sheriff,
Oh, no.
but he didn't. I haven't got any more words.
Nice one.
Brilliant,
David. Absolutely brilliant.
I like it.
Excellent.
Spot
So,
on.
David, why did you name out the sheriff off?
Huh?
You know what? I never even saw a wanted poster for Danny.
That's the song is "The Sheriff" by Emerson, Lake and Palmer, but it's
Well, I
actually,
always wondered who shot the sheriff.
yeah, it's actually Josie in the song and a few other words I changed. Like, yeah.
I like it. I like it. And Somerset, obviously. Brilliant. What you drinking there, Dan?
Sorry?
What you drinking?
A horrible warm Doomba.
Yeah.
Nice and warm because I don't have a fridge yet.
Oh, there's a delivery there for you. Did you find it?
No, not yet. I'll go tomorrow. I didn't have time today.
Right. Look at that. Check that out, lad. Check that out.
Oh, chocolate stout.
Naughty and nice.
What? Is that alcoholic?
It
Right,
is,
Grandad.
it's a chocolate stout.
I'm going to go after your tomorrow. I'm going
What do you want?
Um,
Do you want
He's got to go after
to
Grandad.
go after your turn, Grandad.
why don't you do another song?
No, I don't want another song. I want to hear you play.
Well, I'm going to be busy.
All right, Dad. He wants to hear you play. You've been summoned.
I can't play a funny song like David. Play it funny, but not funny. I go home. Just a girl like me. Eating animals in the zoo. Then later we do. And then home. And it's just a girl like me. I'm glad I have spent it with you. And it's just a good thing. And you keep me hanging on. Keep me hanging on. I can't remember the next verse. I just keep remembering doing this.
It was a perfect day.
I'll keep remembering in a minute. I don't think they're going to come back. No, I forgot the other verses. I'll make that do. Thank you.
No. It's a perfect day, but then it started pissing down.
All right.
Yeah, he's done again.
And then it stopped sitting down. I didn't know what to do, so I went home. And it's been a crappy day. No bollocks, it's not working.
What's the day on the guitar with you? Nice one.
I forgot the verses.
Right, I'm going to jump off now, alright?
Danny, great to see you, son. Thanks for joining.
See you soon, Danny.
Yeah. Danny, lovely to see you.
Good to see you.
Take care, sir.
Don't
Yeah.
drink too
Enjoy
much.
your night.
See you on Sunday.
Watch those women in the kitchen. Enjoy your night.
I got 2 ice creams today, you know, because my mate was serving.
Good on you.
That's,
That's not all the want. That'll be not all the want.
that's really cool, but I want something a bit warmer.
You want the flake in the middle?
What? Really? What do you mean, like a hot dinner, Brian?
I knew he was serving us, man.
All right, okay.
See you, Danny.
Behave.
Same,
See ya.
same applies. See you later, son. Take it easy.
I was lovely saying that.
Yeah,
Oh,
great.
Michael, eh?
Hey,
He's looking well happy.
I know, absolutely
Looks
brilliant.
really very grown up looking.
Superb.
Aye.
I like the fact that he was so distracted because his mates were around. That makes us feel good.
Aye.
I like
They're
that.
more important.
He surprised us with Hotel California.
Yes.
So that was brilliant.
Hmm?
Yeah. Yeah, that was another new one for us from
Right.
him.
Yeah. Oh, it's
Who
Danny
was
still here.
that? Danny here.
That's all right, Danny Burke.
Who was that? Who was that? Who was it?
Wasn't it?
Yeah, was it?
Yes.
What's Alec
Was it
laughing at?
Fran?
Yeah.
I'm getting the blame.
Good skills, Fran.
Sorry.
No, that's a good thing. I'm impressed.
You know what, Alex, when our dog farts, I get the blame.
You're bloody right, it stinks.
Instead of the other way around.
Is it me?
Yes,
Yes,
it's
yes.
you, Lonnie.
What am I playing?
The
Diana.
guitar. You
Okay.
play the guitar, Brian. It's
In a neat little town they call Belfast, their friend Mr. Trade I was found. And sweet happiness have I spent in this neat little town. The sad misfortune came over me, caused me to change from the land. Far away from the friends and relations, betrayed by the black velvet band. Their eyes they shone like diamonds, I saw her the queen of the land. And her hair it hung to the shoulder, tied up the black velvet band. I took the stroll down Broadway, feeling the love for the stage. Then who should I but this pretty fair maid come traipsing along my way? She was both fair and handsome, and next it was just like a swan. And her hair it hung over her shoulder, tied up with a black velvet band. Before the judge and the jury, next morning I had to appear. The judge, he says to me, young man, your place is proven here. I'll give you 7 years. Feel servitude to be sent far away from the land, far away from your friends and relations, betrayed by so come on, you jolly young fellas, well worn and take by me. When you're out on the town, beware of that pretty colleen. They'll beat you with some trick, the lads, till you are a man. Santa, here it comes. Ties up with a black velvet band.
Yes. Yeehaw.
What?
Brian. Irish song. Right, which Irish band recorded that first?
Probably the Dubliners, I would have thought, but maybe not.
Yeah.
The Northern Irish claim it is their song, and the Southern Irish, it's in a neat little town there called Dublin, the other one. It's a traditional Irish folk song.
Right,
It's
okay.
great, I love it.
Well, thank you. I may have altered it slightly.
I think Alex looks as if he's getting the guitar out for an Irish traditional folk song.
I hope it's the one I like.
You're not getting whiskey in the jar because I have to tune down for that one.
Oh, right. We'll get her another time, Alex. That's it, Alex.
Well, you're not getting that today.
Oh,
Say,
no.
Lizzie.
What a cheeser.
What I were a teaser.
Nuts, Alex. Nuts.
What's that? Look. Walk carefully.
Yeehaw! Class! Brilliant.
Well done, Alex. Alex, I wish you told us you were playing that one tonight. I was going to play that one next.
Well, you still can, Bruce. I don't mind.
Yeah, I don't mind.
The thing, I'd love to
I
see
don't. I can go diddle, 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 that sort of thing.
But I think, Bruce, I think you'll be all right doing that as long as you don't use a guitar.
That's what I was thinking. Diddle, 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 diddle.
That's
Yeah,
better.
that's better. I was barely in tune. Hey, mate, when you're finished petting that dog, son, it's your turn.
Aye. Well, talking about songs that other people play,
Right.
this is a song that other people play.
Excellent.
Yeah,
What are the people like?
people of this
People.
world, people of this earth, people who walk round and have a guitar.
All right.
Well, that's very philosophical.
Yeah,
Are you going to walk around while you're playing?
I can't. No, I've got no strap.
Right then.
What?
A million to one outsiders, not blindness, can't see. Your bright eyes are what the time is 25 past eternity. I hear you listening to the silence, coming closer, now further away. What we gonna do when the money runs out? I wish that there was something left to say. Where we gonna find the eyes to see the brighter day? I am sick of all the same romances, lost chances, cold storms, dropping mountains up on matchsticks, dropping baskets full of bones. And honey, please don't stop you talking, 'cause there's a feeling won't leave me alone. What we gonna do when the money runs out? I wish that there was something left to say. Where we gonna find the eyes to see the brighter day? What we gonna do when the money runs out? I wish that there was something left to say. When we gonna find the eyes to see the brighter day? The brighter day. The brighter day. The brighter day.
Michael, that's your own song, isn't it?
No, that's not. That's a David Gray one.
Well, you could write your own song here. Look, this is really exciting.
I could pretend it was mine.
Well, no, but we've just had this pandemic, and what's the first thing we run out of? Toilet rolls. What we're going to do when the toilet rolls run out?
Yeah.
You could write a terrific line of words for that.
But there's other things, I suppose, isn't there? In there, say, what we gonna do when the bars shut down?
Exactly. There's a million of them.
There's
Michael.
a million to one. Hold on, a million to one.
You're away with it
Roll
already.
shutters in the gutter, nothing to drink. All the bars are shut. There's no business.
You're getting it. You're getting it. You're getting there. Good lad.
Right.
Oh, David's got a second.
Oh, shut up with that question.
What are you doing, Dad?
Cut me nails. That's why I was shaking for.
Well, they're down on your feet. You can't reach them from there.
Ah, you've got no idea how long they are, Brian.
I love it. What about what you're going to do when the beer runs out, Michael?
Yeah, that's going to be a problem.
Go with that would be nasty.
I wish that there was something I could drink.
Methylated spirits, I think.
Methylated spirits and wine and gin, I think.
Vinegar.
Yeah.
You need to get some of it down here to help you with the lyrics.
There was a woman on the radio the other day from one of these Arctic surveys, and she was saying when the times got tough, they were mixing surgical spirits with orange juice or something, so they could have a drink.
Brilliant.
Good stuff,
Oh
huh?
no.
Have you got any, David?
Surgical spirits. Probably medically better for you than most alcohol.
I think they had a certain amount of alcohol, and when it ran out, and they were a bit depressed. That's what happened. Really,
Yeah, I
the
can imagine.
I would imagine depression 6 months of darkness.
Yeah. God, this is. You'll have to do. You lot won't notice.
Are you finished pissing about, David, or what?
Actually,
Nice.
I've got sunshine on a cloudy day. I'll start again. With a black room or not. I've got sunshine on a cloudy day. When it's cold outside, I've got the month of May. Yes, you say I can make me feel this way. Talking down. I've got so much money. Good telling me. I've got a sweet song from the birds and the trees. You say that you feel this way. It's the last verse. I don't need no money. What you gonna say? I've got all the riches. I'm giving it.
Hey!
Very good.
Good, he showed that. David, do you still do sitting on the top of the beer?
Yeah.
Yeah, sorry, I remember you did that on one of your EPs.
Yeah. Yeah.
We've played this on the live jam before, actually.
I do that song. I do that song a lot better than you, Brian. Don't make it right.
Usually wearing them trousers for a bet.
Very fast ones, what do you mean?
I'm wearing these legs for a bet. There's no wrong with the shorts.
Well, no, you need them quite long because I'm sure your piles hang down.
Oh, there's a title for a song. There's a title for a song. It'll work in with when the toilet rolls run out.
That'll be the day.
What you want? What you going to want your piles on when the toilet rolls run out?
I'll help you with the lyrics. You can do the cleaning up yourself.
On that note, I'm buggering off.
And
Hold it. Every time I come on, she hops it. It's always in the middle of my tune.
How
So
long
when
you
Brian,
You're not allowed to go until the end of me dad's song.
they got to wait for the start.
it could be a lifetime.
Just seems like it. Fiona, you love this song. Love it.
Especially for you,
I would
Fiona.
love it if we beat Man United.
That's right.
That's a title.
I like the way Scotland waves against the skin of so brown. And I wanna sleep with you in the desert tonight, with a million stars up above. I get a deep story feeling, and I know you won't let me down, 'cause I'm holding
Already standing on the ground.
I get the feeling I may know you, both as a lover and a friend. But I got this voice keep whispering in my other ear, I may never see you again. I get a feel so
That was it.
Well done, Bruce.
I was just looking, there
Lovely,
seems to
Dad.
be an Eagles
I
theme
know.
night.
Now you remembered all the words.
Is it?
Bruce, you've still got time to be a star, but you're going to have to hurry up.
It's an Eagles theme night going on, and I had a quick look on the internet to see like if there was any easy Eagles songs to play. I don't think there is.
We are.
Michael, I've got to tell you all this. That I was watching I've never seen the Eagles on stage, and I was watching them on stage, and I think the guy's called Joe Walsh,
Yes.
and he's singing the one Danny done earlier on, and I got a look at him on the stage, and he's the spitting image of Fran's mother. Everything, all his facial expressions, he screws his face up, and I'm saying, your mother's on the bloody television again.
Yeah.
But
I think Joe Walsh.
she doesn't reckon she says my mother doesn't know them songs. Hey, it's striking the image, like, absolutely amazing.
Excellent. I like it. Joe Walsh is. I think he took. It took about 30 years worth of drugs to get to that stage.
Well, he was,
Yeah, I was like.
well, is he one of the originals, is he?
Yes. Well, they're all original. Joe Walsh is.
Well, there's one there's the young lad in there replaced his dad, isn't there?
I thought that Joe Walsh was one of the originals. He is.
I don't know what he was.
Joe Walsh is.
Joe Walsh was one of the first ones. Even Walter D. Schmidt or somebody, he wasn't one of the first ones either.
If you get a chance, I'll send a link to this group chat. But there's a Joe Walsh. I don't know if you've heard of Daryl's house. Daryl Hall basically opens up his home recording studio to different artists, and he's got a full session with Joe Walsh. It's absolutely incredible. I mean, absolutely outstanding. Joe Walsh basically playing the guitar and most of his own stuff because he had like solo albums after the Eagles. Absolutely amazing, though. I'll send you the link after the live jam.
Right.
I'm gonna go, people.
No problem. See you later, Fiona.
Bye
Bye. Bye.
Take care.
You can't go on the Brian.
I don't know who I'm waving at, but never mind. That's you.
See you later.
See you, Fiona.
Bye, Fiona.
Bye.
We'll meet again.
Right. I go on. Right. Right.
Well, hey.
Oh, hey. Next.
David was the only one that knew the words. I'd never remember all them.
You can't even remember the
There you go, baby. You would till you left me, so I can see that Charlie Jeep have you come to me? Well, I guess it's good. Do you remember, baby, last September, how you held me tight each and every night? Well, golly gee, have you come to me? Well, I guess it's good. Crying, I'm done everything now. I'm taking trying, I'm throwing away my life, wasting all my days over you. How you go your way, I'm of mine. Now and forever till the end of time, I'll find somebody new, baby. We'll say we're through, and you won't have any more. Crying, I'm done everything now. I'm taking crying, I'm throwing away my night, wasted all my days over you. Well, you go your way, I'll go mine. Now and forever till the end of time, I'll find somebody new, baby. We'll say we're through, and you won't marry. There goes my baby with someone new. She sure looks happy, I sure am blue. And here's the reason why oh, well, it's my love, my happiness. Hello, loneliness, think I'm gonna die. My love is mine. I'm through with romance, I'm through with love, I'm through with counting my love. And is the reason why I'm so free. My love and baby is with me. So well, it's my love, my happiness. Hello, everyone. I'm going to die. My love, my love,
Yes.
all those singers were dead, and you could tell, couldn't you?
I tell you what, Brian, they wouldn't be able to sing it as well as you now.
You what?
They wouldn't be able to sing it as well as you now.
Well, that's true.
You've outlived them all, Brian.
But their bands are working with a skeleton staff.
Oh, dear me. All right, Alex,
I need a new script writer, Michael.
Bloody great. It's a grave situation, Brian.
Hello.
Sounded like the beginning of Money for Nothing, that.
Get your kicks for free.
That's right. Money for nothing and your chips for free.
It's got to be this in the
Something like about it. Something like to hear the cannonball roaring. I like sleeping, especially from all this dreaming. But here I am in prison. Here I am with the bullet chain. Yeah, I'm shivering like Ramadan.
Yeah.
Hey,
Well done, Alec.
Hey, spot on, son. You're getting
whiskey in the jar.
whiskey in the jar. Oh.
There's whiskey in the jar. Oh, it's raining.
It's raining.
Aye.
Right.
Isn't it like-
You're sitting directly under David, you know.
Oh, bloody hell.
not raining in your life.
Hey, it tastes like Guinness.
That's right.
And that's what he's got on the side of the can.
It's not raining here.
I think it was taking piss.
I didn't think it was on the road. I don't know. Well, that joke was lost on all of us, so that means it's not funny. That's on you, man.
What?
If the joke is lost on everyone, then it's on you. It's not our fault.
Fair enough, like.
What rubbish are you drinking there, Michael? What is it? What you chocolate stout? Chocolate stout.
Yeah.
Ugh, sounds horrible.
Lovely.
That's nice.
Thank you.
Guitar.
Yeah.
Guitar.
I know David's into his stouts and porters, and I think Brian's into his darker ales, but you've never liked stouts and porters, Dad, I don't think, at all.
No, yeah. Your mum's just telling us when she was about 15 or 16, she started drinking.
That's when I was going middle spread and I'd lost a lot of weight. I was trying to put weight on. I'd buy myself a bottle of stout and a bar of chocolate.
Well, you're still on the methylated spirits.
Aye. Can you
Huh?
tell?
I don't think you're supposed to drink it, you know, you put it in oil lamps and things like that.
You set yourself alight.
Got a story.
I mean, you don't want to breathe out when you stand next to somebody that's smoking or it'll blow your bloody head off.
I've got a story about setting yourself alight, but we'll leave that for another time. Len
It's the resonator.
set himself alight once at a barbecue. Len, remember Len? He set himself
Aye.
alight at a barbecue, spilled petrol on his leg.
Oh,
Did he not have any firewood, like?
Well, he did. He didn't need firewood by the looks of it. To be honest, he was quite. He's quite
Well,
happy.
once his leg caught a hold.
oh.
Fucking hell. Sorry.
That was very good, Michael.
I can't remember. Yeah, I'll do. I am just an aged drummer boy, and I was I used to play. And I've called a tune, no I haven't, I've called a tune to many a torture session. Now they say I am a criminal, and I'm fading away. Father, please hear my confession. I have legalized robbery, called it belief. I have run with the money. I have a head like a thief. Rewritten history with mommies and my crooks. Invented memories. I did burn all the books, and I can still Well, I've tried to be meek and I've tried to be mild, but I spat like a woman and I sulk like a child. I have lived behind walls that have made me alone, struggling for peace, which I'd never have known. And I can still hear his laughter, and I can still hear his song. The man's too big, the man's too strong. Well, the sun rose on the courtyard, and they all did hear him say, "There always was a Judas, but I got you anyway. You may have got your silver, but I swear upon my life, your sister gave me diamonds, and I give them to your wife. Oh, Father, please help me, for I have done wrong. The man's too big, the man's too strong." Bloody hell.
Hey, brilliant, son.
That was a bit messy. Never mind.
Play that great.
Yeah, you do, mate. Sounds excellent.
Now, what about that? What about the banjo or something like that? Or a mandolin there?
No, I wasn't planning to anyway.
Well,
Actually,
listen,
that's
I-
something
I
I
am-
done for when I get stuck in my head. Sometimes when I pick a guitar up, I find myself playing that thing. Well, what's that? What's that tune? Why am I playing that? And it's because I've heard it that many times on here.
Yeah,
But it's good. I like it.
it's a good song, isn't it?
it might be old age.
If you
What
listen
you
to,
gonna-
if you listen to a lot of Knopfler stuff, the album that we were just talking about with YI Man and all that sort of stuff on there,
Yeah.
it's very sort of, it's very representative of his style and the chords that he plays. Most of his songs fit into that sort of style, and most of his songs use the same chords.
Brian, what you see there on your way?
I'm leaving now, but it's nothing to do with the lad picking the banjo. I think he's quite good. Like, you know, he knows. Do you know what? He knows more chords than me. And about 3,000 of them. No. Good night. I'm away. See you, Alex, Bruce, Val.
Take
Mate,
it easy. Take it easy.
see you next week. I'm just going to leave this on because I'll be back here next
Yeah,
week.
you'll be back here soon. It's funnier that way. Brilliant.
I'm not going to play. I wasn't going to play this one, I was trying to work out this thing the last
On that note, I'm going to head up as well.
Oh,
Right.
okay. Take
That
it
note,
easy.
see you all on Saturday.
Yes.
haven't quite worked it out yet.
What is it?
What was it, David?
Huh?
What was it you're playing?
Money for nothing.
Oh, all right.
Yeah.
Yeah. across well on a banjo. It's got that throaty sound.
It's lovely, isn't it? I got another song, David, before you go.
I know you've heard this before, but I've just been learning this week, so
Right?
I know the chords. I think I know the chords. When the rain is blowing in your face and the whole world is on your case, I could offer you a warm embrace to make you feel my love. When the evening shadows stir and there's no one there to dry your tears, I could hold you for a million years to make you feel my love. I know you haven't made your mind up yet, but I would never do you wrong. I've known it from the moment that we met, no doubt in my mind where you belong. I go hungry, I go black and blue, I'd go crawling down the avenue. No, there's nothing that I wouldn't do to make you feel my love. Though the storms are raging on the rolling seas and the highways of regrets, though the winds are churning, yeah, you ain't seen nothing like me yet. I could make you happy, make your dreams come true. There is nothing that I wouldn't do. I'd go the ends of the earth for you to make you feel my love. Make you feel my love. That's it. I think I missed a verse and I don't see the short.
Spot on, I like that. Is that Adele?
David,
It's Adele, but it was written by, guess who?
Who?
Bob Dylan.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
never.
Yeah.
Did Bob Dylan write it years ago, or did he write it for Adele?
No, I think it's one of his more recent songs. I don't know how long ago he wrote it, but then it apparently explored by a load of people, including.
Didn't know that.
That's it. That's interesting, that. Because I didn't know Bob Dylan was still writing new stuff.
Oh, he is like I listened to the Dylan version. I like to listen to the original versions of the song.
Yeah.
And I listened to his version, and actually it was pretty bad because his voice is totally shot these days. You know, it's when the rain is blowing in your face. You know,
Yeah.
you know that other people pick up his songs and say, "Wow, that's got good words and good chords and that," and they cover them like, yeah.
He's. I didn't know you said. I mean, there's artists that are still making songs that you've forgotten about. You know, Dion. I'm the kind of guy who likes to roam around. He's still alive and writing songs. He's got about a million albums out. If you have a look on Spotify, he's got all sorts of new stuff out. He's playing sort of more bluesy, rocky stuff these days. You know, but he's still writing after all these years.
Yeah.
My mum and dad used to sing a song in the 50s called You Are My Sunshine.
Yeah.
And I was
I've got
looking at well, that's making it up. But Jerry Lee Lewis was singing it. You just cannot, the way it was all my mum and dad was singing it, wasn't like the way Jerry Lee Lewis sings it. You know, the great big balls of fire bloke.
Playing the piano with his feet.
Aye, well, he could, aye.
Aye.
I think that's you should tell Danny that one because I think it's a Hank Williams song.
Which one?
You Are My Sunshine.
All right.
Yeah.
Well,
Think so.
my mum and dad used to, I just thought that was some sort of wartime song. Because they seem to know a lot of wartime songs.
Yeah.
Yeah. Could be wrong. There's actually a stack of things you think are standards that were actually written by Hank Williams.
Right.
Aye.
You Are My Sunshine. Let's have a look at that and let's just have a
You are
look
my
to see.
sunshine, my only sunshine. You make me
Well,
happy.
Johnny Cash is the first one that's come up.
Aye.
Yeah, that's done. So let's have a look. It might be a different version. That might be a different song. Is that what it's called?
Think so.
Yes,
Yeah,
I'm
that's the
sure.
one, yeah. Johnny Cash
Yeah.
apparently. Johnny Cash apparently, and then artist Johnny Cash. Yeah, it's been covered many times by different artists, but apparently Johnny Cash is the man.
Aye.
Well, yo, Dan will sing Johnny Cash sound
Aye.
on.
Yeah,
You are my sunshine.
it is Johnny Cash. You Are My Sunshine. Yeah.
He didn't write that.
That's
Sure
what
he
it's
didn't
coming
write
up with. You Are My Sunshine, written by no, Jimmy Davis, and
that. All right.
Jimmy Davis, 1939.
All right. So it's not Hank Williams anyway.
That'd be right.
Simon
How many
Ravenhall.
Very nice.
Nah. Popularised by being one of the covered by many people. I'd never heard Johnny Cash. It was recorded by Doris Day, Nat King Cole, the Marshalls, Ray Charles, Ike and Tina,
Everybody.
everyone, Andy Williams, Frank, Beach Boys, Aretha Franklin, Chuck Berry, Jerry Lee Lewis, Johnny Cash. Yeah, everyone's covered it. Carly Simon.
Well, I thought that
You are my sunshine, my only sunshine. You make me happy when I am with you. Yeah, something like that.
Yeah,
superb,
all the
David.
way back to 1939 it would appear, but even that's disputed, it says. That's disputed who the songwriters were, so that they're not sure where it's come from. It could go back earlier than that. It could have been stolen from blues musicians in the Deep South or anything.
Aye.
Yeah.
Well, I was amazed just that when my mum and dad, and then to find out people like Jerry Lee Lewis was covering it.
Yeah,
Yeah.
it's a good
Well,
one you
you
put on
know-
there, like David, because it's been covered covered professionally by about 20 artists.
Right?
Yeah. There's a lot of that went on, like, isn't there?
Yeah.
I mean, in the 60s, right near to now, there was a lot of British bands going over and covering American songs, and they weren't always, like the Rolling Stones people, didn't always credit who they copied the songs from, like, you know?
Well, the bands still get into trouble. In fact, Oasis got into trouble recently for
Oh, they did. Yeah.
Which one was it? Wonderwall or something?
No, well, on that, I think it was the album that Wonderwall is on. There's a couple of tracks missing because that actually withdrawn because they were getting before it had even come out. I don't know how these lawyers get all of this stuff, but they, you know.
Well, they disputed. They said that they paid someone 250 grand for the song. Apparently, that's what I heard on the radio. But they probably paid them 250 grand after the lawyers got involved and said, "Here you go. Here's a large sum of money. Keep your mouth shut."
There's the classic one is it Urban Hymns or something by oh, that one where he goes oh, that sounds nothing like it. It's got like strings going up and down on it.
That's yeah, that was who done that again? Well, I know what you're singing there, Dad. That's Ah, is that the Drugs Don't Work band?
Yeah. Is it the Verve?
Yeah, the Verve. Yeah.
Yeah, the Verve. Well, I knew that they had got done by the Rolling Stones for that, but I didn't know the full story. The strings on that were supposedly off a Rolling Stones record, and so after they brought it out, they got sued for it. Like, so
Yeah.
they were making no royalties off that record, even though it was a huge hit.
Oh no.
But it turned out what had happened was I think it's Andrew Lou Oldham, who was the Rolling Stones manager. When they brought records out, he had instrumental versions of their records made. I don't know whoever bought them.
Right.
And it was actually a sample of one of them. So it was a Rolling Stones record that had been recorded as an instrumental. And before they brought it out, they contacted some manager who'd agreed and they paid some money for it. But it was the wrong person. It turned out it didn't belong to him. So,
Right.
they got an agreement to use it, but turned out it was the wrong person had given them the agreement. So they weren't making a penny of it. And then recently, I mean, it had been out for years, the Rolling Stones actually turned around and waived the fee on it because obviously it was unfair. So they did start making some money eventually off it. But that just shows you. So you got to be careful when you're copying stuff.
Well, that's the thing. These days, I think people are wise to it, you know, and royalties are paid. Artists even name them on the back of albums, and quite often when they're live, they name who they're covering with agreements. Because you're right, you don't want that to come and bite you in the arse 5 years later, do you?
But I mean, that song, it was literally the strings in the background going.
Yeah, but to be fair, that was the hook
Over
to
and
the
over
song.
again. That was what they got done for. That was.
Well, that was the hook to the song. To be fair, without that hook, then it was a different song.
I suppose so. Yeah.
What about My Sweet Lord by George Harrison?
Oh yeah, he got took a call for that as well, didn't he?
America for that. It wasn't an American bloke said he pinched that.
Yeah, there was a record. I can't think what it. There was this
Billy
record
Preston?
that had a similar thing. It's a similar chord thing on it, and I think George Harrison had a good case for that. For he hadn't copied it, but he just gave up. He just says, "Oh, sorry, like just pay them." You know,
Right.
I couldn't be bothered with a court case, like, you know.
My Sweet Lord. I've got over. It all comes up with George Harrison when you Google it. Like there's a Billy Preston.
Yeah, he's a organ. He plays organ
Mm.
on some people's things.
There you go. No idea. My Sweet Lord. Yeah, you have got to be careful. There was actually a dance band that done the what was it called again? The dance band that done this song, and what turns out it went over to some place in South America where they were all playing sort of effectively what would be folk instruments and it was a relatively sort of tribal thing that the song was theirs. And they came back and they recorded that song, got a massive hit with it, and then someone got wind of it and hold on a second, and again all the royalties were gone and given to this small like village in, I think it was somewhere in South America. The what was the song called again? Can't remember what the song was called again, but again another one that they thought they could just steal because probably pre-internet thought you could go and do anything you want and no one would know. It makes you wonder how many people got away with it. I mean, internet these days, no one's going to get away with anything other.
Yeah.
And we
But
don't
then
even
again,
get away with this, by the way. We get like copyright warnings on these videos on YouTube.
Yeah.
Mm.
I mean, and again, if you come up with a chord sequence, the chances are, if you looked around,
Yeah.
you'd find some song that had used the same chord sequence somewhere, like, you know.
That's right.
How many times do you see a chord sequence with 2 or 3 different tunes to that chord sequence?
It happens quite often, doesn't it?
Well, a lot of artists use the same chords, but you're right. I mean, we watch, we play stuff in the band, and we just even the other night we were saying, bloody hell, that's literally the same chord sequence as the other song. 2 different artists, it's exactly the same chord sequence. But it's the song didn't. It took some working out. Is the difference. As in,
Yeah.
you wouldn't immediately think that was the same chord sequence because the song was totally different. You know,
Yeah.
it's when it's clearly ripped off.
Yeah. One of my favourite ones, because I realised it was on a few things.
The Lambada, I think, was that song. The Lambada. Oh, I love that.
With that. That crops up in like Oasis Master Plan. You know that the Master Plan by Oasis.
No.
That's got that one.
Oh,
And
right.
it's actually, and something by the Beatles has got that in it.
Right.
Yeah.
And there's an Eric Clapton song that's got that same sequence in it. And then I just realised the other week I was looking at an old Bob Dylan song and it's got the chords written out totally differently. And so I was trying to figure out what it was. And then I realised that if you were playing it in a different key, then again it would be. You know, it's
unmistakable, though.
After that little bit, then they all go slightly, you know, they go into something slightly different. That's so they're not the same song, like, you know what I mean?
It's an unmistakable piece of guitar work, that though. I mean, it clearly is it's Led Zeppelin, isn't it?
Well, they got took the chord over it though.
Led Zeppelin took the chord over it. And so
Yeah,
who was the original?
There was some American band had a song with a similar thing in it. There was a big court case, and Led Zeppelin eventually won it. Like,
Right.
yeah, because it's one of these things. A lot of songs have got a descending, either ascending or descending things. But that thing's got like one note that's going.
Yeah.
But at the same time, there's another note going.
Yeah.
Sorry.
That's what makes. That's the beauty of chords.
So it's got an ascending and a descending, ascending thing mixed in. That Adele thing I was playing earlier depends on what key you're playing in, but that has got a descending note right through the middle of it. If you play it, doesn't the way I was playing it, you can't hear it like. But if you play it a certain way, because I picked up on that, because there's the G and then a D with an F sharp. And then an F.
So it's a moving bass line.
And
Yeah.
then a C, which goes to E. And then it goes to C minor, so it should go the flat. The next note down, which I can't get on the guitar.
Yeah.
You know? And then to the G again, so you're down another one to the. And then, well, then an A, which is the C sharp, so that's another one. And D7 down again.
Yeah. Yeah. It's a good song, that actually. I like that song. You've got us.
That's a sort of.
few of the songs
That's a
that have been
song,
played
yeah.
tonight have prompted us to bring a few ideas for the next live jam, if I can actually
Yeah.
get the time to practice them.
Yeah, well, the couple of songs I had that one and a couple of other ones I'd sort of got ideas from. I was looking at it's actually an Irish website. I had a whole list of songs. A lot of them are folk songs, and then I had some other songs. And I thought, oh, that would be a good one. I copied it, downloaded it, and then printed off, and I had about 3 of them. And so I've got the words for these songs. Then you come to play them and think, that chord's wrong. That doesn't sound right. So you have to then go through and try, or look at another website and try and figure out what the right chords are. Because I sometimes wonder some of the chords that you find on some of these songs on the internet. Well, some of the words are
Yeah,
on,
but
like,
yeah,
but some of the
I
chords
tend to.
aren't.
So if I'm playing stuff for the live jam, I'll tend to get something that sounds about right. If I'm playing something in the band, I'll tend to watch. I'll look at 2 different chord sequences plus YouTube plus Spotify. So the original band, listen to on Spotify, the original band playing it on YouTube, and then look at the chords and think the chords never match up. But as long as I can get something that's sort of close by.
If it sounds right to you, that's what matters. As
It
long as
is,
you think
aye,
it sounds
yeah.
all right, yeah.
But 9 out of 10 times the chords well, it's tab really for the stuff around. The tablature is nearly always someone's interpretation of, which is fine,
Yeah.
but it doesn't always
Yeah.
work for you.
Yeah.
You've got to try YouTube and Spotify are the best places.
Well, to watch people doing them like that. I've got the Bob Dylan song here. I've got 3 versions in front of us, and there's actually a 4th one in the book I've got over there. Bob Dylan's song, "It Ain't Me, Babe," which I was thinking of doing. Well, I've got my chords, but every version I've looked at, either in the book or on the internet, got different chords.
Yeah.
And if you listen to the song, the guitar's very quiet.
Yeah.
So you think, that's why people have got different interpretations of what the chords are, because you can hardly hear them. You can mainly hear his voice, you know.
I think most of the time it's because it's simplified with chords. I think some people sort of take a song with 10 or 11 chords, which is not necessarily relevant. If you want to play something on these live jams, you don't actually have to do that.
No.
But,
I mean, Bruce only does 2 chords, doesn't he, usually?
But like, if other people's interpretations, sometimes they just sort of pull different chords out. Even Ultimate Guitar, I don't know if you use Ultimate Guitar, it's got a simplify button.
Yeah.
And you press that, and it wipes out most of the fill-in chords, you know, the ones between verses and stuff.
Yeah. I had the Ultimate Guitar app because you can plug your phone into this amplifier I've got for something to do with that. Oh, sorry, Total Guitar is not Ultimate Guitar. Total Guitar. And some of the songs I was looking at, then again, I think this big website with all these guitar stuff on it, I'm looking at the chords and thinking, them chords are wrong. That's
but
right.
it's just other people's interpretation. I can submit guitar tablature
Exactly.
to
Well, yeah.
Ultimate Guitar.
You ever noticed though, if you go on to one website, there's loads of them, you go on one website and you think, that chord's wrong, that should be a major chord, not a minor chord, or them words are wrong, you know, those words clearly are wrong. You go on to another site and exactly the same, you go on to another site, they're exactly the same. I think if you submit a song on one of these websites, before you know it, it's on a dozen websites, whether it's right or it's wrong, it's there, you know.
Yeah. Well, it's usually wrong if I'm playing it, but I wouldn't give it a toss.
Well, like I say, if in your head what you're playing sounds right, then that's
because
it. Right?
Because you'll play it well. If you think it's right, you'll play it. If you think
Yeah.
it's wrong, you'll sort of stumble around, won't you? That's the thing. So you're right. You've just got to play it with conviction.
Yeah.
Right, and people, it's been an absolute pleasure. I enjoyed that somewhat, but I'm completely and utterly knackered.
Right. Hey, Michael, thanks for organising it, son.
Bye bye.
Yeah.
Bye
No
bye.
problem. I think it was Alex that kicked it off this week, but I've got it all recorded for Joe anyway. So
Yeah.
I'll
All
get
right, good night, Joe.
I'll get it. Yeah. Good night, John boy. And we'll get it all uploaded. Should be there probably at some point tonight.
Yeah.
Great.
Good night, Joe.
Spot on. Take it easy, everyone.
Bye.
See you later.